Of all the evil and foul scowls I have ever had to fight, the Ichor, or Ichor, may be the worst. Not because of its fighting prowess, even if it remains a powerful and dangerous opponent. Not because of its superior will, or wit, or cunning plans. An Ichor is quite blunt and straightforward in his actions and objectives. Spread diseases, contagions, and epidemics wherever, whenever, and wherever it can. An Ichor is the incarnation of viruses and infections. Wherever it goes, sicknesses appear and quickly spread. It is like it only walks this earth to generate plagues and epidemics. As if its skin itself diffuses sickness, Ichors are clever, sneaky, malevolent, and ferocious, capable of enduring many wounds, to spoil a water tank, a granary, or a banquet. This is the kind of thing an Ichor would enjoy to do, in order to please its putrid and perverse nature. They are so rare that we do not know anything about them. The Lazy Brotherhood believes that they should not be considered vampires, or skulls, but as something else. All I know is this: an Ichor must be destroyed by all means necessary as soon as it is spotted. Oh yeah, it's definitely like part social, like, class warfare, as well as, they just hate those vampires so goddamn much. All right, we've got this open now. Not that it really means anything. It's just another way around here. Well, that's the thing, like, the vampires represent, like, like old money, right? They have all this time to accumulate wealth and power. If more people would be willing to, if the vampires were willing to work with the humans to make the world better, they probably wouldn't be so pissed.
I cannot enter.
How do we get from this? Oh, yeah, it's over. Yeah. Okay. I know, it's very sad that, he came for the vengeance, but in the end, we enacted vengeance for both of them. And maybe wherever, whatever happens to vampires after they die, maybe they're better now. All right, so we can go up here. I'm trying to open up the area to Whitechapel. I can more easily traverse all of this.
It's locked.
There's just so many locked areas around here. Yeah, this is locked too, huh? Okay. Woo. It's actually really interesting. The history and epidemiology of plagues is a fascinating field. Mainly because there's a really good question. There's a great video on YouTube actually about this. It's why wasn't there a quote-unquote America pox? Awesome. So now we got this side open here as well. Great. Okay, so now we can go from Whitechapel to here. I'm just trying to open all this stuff up. From a YouTube channel that I thoroughly enjoy, CGP Grey. He does a lot of, educational videos and stuff. Or just like information, edutainment almost. But
the West End.
Yeah.
Never have I felt so sad.
Oh yeah, that's right. Of course Jonathan lived in the West End. But the video kind of centers around how did plagues originate in Europe? And, they were obviously brought over to the New World. How come the New World didn't have... Oh, goddamn, I really wanted to get that sneak. There we go. Love to see that. Man, we really need to level up.
I'll send you back in a fucking grave! Shit!
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, get that bite in. Get that bite in. All right. Come on, buddy. Get over here. Ooh, that's not good. There we go. Yeah, give me your blood. Oh my god, look how little damage this does. I mean, we can do our scratch, but Jesus. I mean, good weapon handlebar. Oh, good. Okay. I think we need 2 of them. Oh, that doesn't seem like a good idea. All right. This is not going to do a ton of damage, but it'll do something. At least to start off the fight. Oh. Ooh. All right. That actually was a pretty decent start. Oh, wow. She just doesn't explode. Give me the blood. Please, please, please. No weapon part. That's okay. But yeah, ooh, okay. So we got another hideout around here, too. Ah, new friend. But yeah, the spread and creation of plagues essentially boils down to one major factor, and that is animals that can be domesticated. In Europe and in large parts of, you know, Western Asia and stuff, a lot of the animals could easily be domesticated. And that led to the creation of cities. And with the spread of animals within cities, you get plagues. The more animal-human contact there is, the more chance there are for transmission of viruses between them and bacteria. And in the Americas, there are essentially no easily domesticated animals besides the llama or the alpaca. Can we not knock on this door? I would have swore we could. Maybe we have to come back later. I think we come back later for them. Oh, no, we can go up. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Home sweet home. Oh, this is important. Wait. What's up, Nick? At the very least. What do we want? Can we make anything? We don't really need to. Yeah, I heard Kimura asking for help. Oh yeah, no, I know. If you hear about anyone asking for help and you don't help them before going to bed again, you lose and they die. Nope, can't go in here. Come on, where are you? Ah, there we are. Oh, hello. If you don't mind, I'm just going to use this on you. Oh man, you are like not kidding around. There we go. And you are no joke. There we go. I want to get a little blood off him too. There we go. Very good, very good. Thanks for the heads up, Nicholas. Ooh. Oh man, I'm glad we healed on that though. All right, this guy has his blood shield up now too. Oh god damn it. Ooh, we need to heal. There we go. Thank you very much. Appreciate that blood. All right, this is actually pretty good. And now we can do this again. Love to see it. Oh, we got another good handle part. I think we might be able to upgrade our hacksaw now. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about him anymore. What happened?
He stumbled
I entered
head
Alchemura.
over ass into the
I was
street.
imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura.
I mean, in the future, but
if you
not
hurry,
now.
you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude.
Oh, don't worry about it,
Dr.
dude.
Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Yeah, he's otherwise healthy at the moment. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we might be able to upgrade our weapon. Ooh, Heresy of the Pure Blood. Pure Blood. We know the expression. We heard it in the foul mouth of the heretics and the foreign barbarians. Used it sometimes ourselves, but do we really know what it means? A vampire born from an immortal belly. What a disgusting idea. How would such a creature find its place among the living? The livings? No, that's a weird way to put that. What would be its purpose? Ours is clear, gentlemen. Ascalon is here to protect the Empire and all its citizens. We are the protectors and shepherds, even when sometimes sacrifice a sheep for our sustenance. Whoever will be found guilty of succumbing to the desire of breeding a mortal child shall be eradicated. So it definitely seems like the Ascalon are not keen on, let's say, any quote-unquote natural births. Which, you know, I can't imagine would be a very fun process for anyone involved. All right, so he's gonna go back to his house. This dude. Oh, they even took they took the body away. It was too embarrassing to even leave it there. All right, so we opened up this area, and I think we can also open up here now as well. And we really need to level at some point. Ooh, man, those bullets. Oh yeah, we need that blood. Like, they just do so much damage to us at this point. There we go. All right. Ooh. Yeah, these guys are no joke. All right, let's go back to our house and see if we can't upgrade our gear and maybe do a little leveling. Yeah, that's where... Oh, no, we didn't go in here. This is a new location altogether. There's just so much stuff.
Fresh water.
Ah.
As long as it's not holy water.
I know where that goes. I mean, we're a long way from it, but we do want to go talk to Swansea again. All right, so now we can go in here. Ah. Ooh. I think there's something over here that we can get. What sort of people? I think we might be able to upgrade this. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. Oh, God, we need one more. Damn it. Look how much... Look, man, we got a lot of aluminum. Yeah, there's a lot of weapons we have not picked up. I mean, we could upgrade this. I mean, for no reason other than it's fun. Yeah, there should be merchants around here. We just haven't run into them yet. And we could also break some stuff down. But I don't think we have anything that'll break down into good handle. Yeah, I don't think so. No. We are not going to break down Jonathan's watch, don't worry. Yeah, nothing that we can really use. Ooh. I mean, we could upgrade these, but I much prefer doing the melee weapon stuff. Hey, Smokey. I guess, yeah, why don't we go chat? What is where we could open up that door? I guess we can do it out here. Jonathan, you know, just investigating his own house.
It's locked.
How do we open this door? I mean, I feel like at this point, every door should just be open in this house to us, but, you know, vampires gotta have secrets.
Jonathan, my dear, bring me my glasses. I feel like reading.
Investigation.
Mother. Good evening.
Jonathan, is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
Out and
I'm
about.
right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes. For this son of mine
No,
was
no,
dead
definitely
and
not
is
dead.
alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Resting.
Mary. She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since
Yeah,
their last visit.
we're not gonna. You know what? Maybe let's let her live in bliss.
Do you need anything, Mother?
Yeah, what
Can
can
I
we do
help?
for you?
I just want you
Let's
to
be a
stay
good son.
with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise.
You know, maybe we also want to batten down the
need
hatches. You know, there's a
Just one
vampire war going on
Stop
outside.
staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Thanks. She seems
Do you
okay, but let's
need my
ask.
medical attention, Mother.
I'm all right, son. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not
Anything
recently.
fun?
I have trouble focusing on my subject, and my mind.
Maybe
quickly
that's because
drifts.
your
It's the
daughter
same
used her
thing when I
vampire
try to
mind
write
magic on
poetry.
her.
I recently met a talented
Yep.
painter with an excellent
Yes, that's
technique.
right.
I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's
Oh,
not
no problem,
famous,
Nick.
And her name is
I do
unknown.
the same thing.
And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing
I love
is,
that,
I hope you two get along.
you know, Mrs. Reed is
If
very
she
much
ever
like,
fancies meeting
yeah,
your
do you know
mother,
what? You're dead. It's
I'd be
fine.
glad to welcome her into my home.
And she's already like, oh, so you've met a nice lady. I would love to meet her. She's very welcoming.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and
No,
when
that's
I
fair.
do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not.
Come
When
on,
I
Jonathan.
go out,
She's
your
not as
father
dumb as
always
you.
comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble
Oh.
finding the way back.
Have
What
you
about Mary's
returned
funeral?
to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait,
Um,
I think I went back once,
yeah.
and you were there too.
Uh-huh.
And Mary.
No, that was just a dream. No.
No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad
Yeah,
dream,
yeah,
Mother.
exactly.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station,
Very fortunate.
I don't know what would have happened.
We got everything here, and what about your family? Does Mary
Why
ever
do you
stop
say
by?
Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me
Me.
right now?
He makes a good
Why
point,
should it
Jonathan.
be any different with your sister?
I mean, come on, Jonathan. We're kind of
But
dead.
I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Yeah, Jonathan, you maybe want to work on, I don't know, putting on like a fake tan or something. I
But
guess spray
Mary
tan
really
didn't exist
is
back
dead,
then, but
Yes, And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson and my son-in-law, you're all gone.
I mean, she's both
But
right
you
and a
all
little
still
kind of
visit me
off it
from
at the same
to
time. All right.
Goodbye,
Well,
Mother.
anything you need,
Try
you
to
just let
rest.
us know.
Goodbye,
We have a lot of
son.
aluminum shards if you want
Please come
those.
back soon.
Yeah, even a little blush would go a long way. Like, Jonathan, you could really improve your look just by trying to pretend a little bit that you're not, you know, the undead. Ooh, Aubrey Reed's first letter. My dear and beloved John, when you receive this letter, you will be 35 and I'll be gone. I feel a little silly writing you this first letter that you won't read for a few years. I struggled for a long time about how best to write you this, until I remembered the puzzle and riddles I invented for you when you were a boy. Oh, how you love to solve those enigmas. Well, I found it would be a good idea to propose to you one final game. It will probably be less rewarding. No candies or exotic treasures for you if you decipher the game. This time, but a greater treasure perhaps, the truth. This is my only attempt for you to explain why I chose to leave my family without any explanation. If you want to know why, simply play my little game. Was our father Jigsaw? It's really up to you, my son. Rest assured that I love you. I promise my family was and still is everything to me. I remember the first time I held you and your sister in my arms. My treasures, my jewels. To see you grow up, play, and laugh filled my heart with joy every time I went back to our home. I could have killed to protect you, my son, my daughter, my wife. But fate found me in the end. I had to make a tough decision. The worst was to disappear without a word. I decided to do it anyway, and soon I'll be gone for good. I don't ask for forgiveness, but for understanding. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember how happy we were back in those days. If you want to find the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny days. From your affectionate father, Aubrey Reed. Oh
I
yeah,
remember Sunday walks in the park.
this would have been absolutely so much fun. It's actually part of what I loved about Halloween is that during Halloween as a kid, my parents, specifically my dad, made some amazing Halloween kind of adventures for my brother and my friends and I. It wasn't nearly as elaborate as this, but it was always fun. A real treat. All right, let's keep investigating the house. Oh, we're still one weapon part away. I cannot believe it. Ah, old letter. Oh, it was pretty fun. I have very fond memories of that. As I always told you several days ago, I may be forced to leave England, if only for a few months. While I'm away and until my son comes back to London, I want you to take the best care of our house. I already made the entire necessary arrangements to have your wages increased and paid as long as you'll work. You promised me you'd protect my dear wife and serve her to the best of your ability. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I am never to return, you are the only man I fully trust. Believe me, your most affectionate friend, Aubrey Reed. All right, so we know a little bit more about Avery now. Hello, hello. Well, let's keep investigating. There's a lot to check out in this place. You know, just a rusty box of pills on the bookshelf. You know, the Reeds weren't very good at storing their supplies. Oh, don't worry, I'll get back to you, buddy. I have more exploring to do first. Yeah, the really fun stuff about Halloween was always, you know, the building up of wonderfully spooky adventures and stuff for, you know, people to enjoy. You know, we did it for people who came by just for funsies,
The
like,
Ascalon
you know,
Club. The
yes,
heart of British vampire
who wanted to
society.
trick or treat, as well as,
Quite
you know,
as
friends and
subtle as I
family.
expected.
Well, well, well. Who might you be?
Good evening, miss.
Oh my God, no. Please, Mr.
No,
Vampyr,
don't
kill
worry.
me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
I'm not here for murder.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury.
Of course.
My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent
Of course.
young
That's the first lesson she taught her.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Well, tell me about yourself. You seem otherwise healthy. Oh yeah. Such a great character.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you
Yeah,
not?
that's right.
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Exactly.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr.
Oh, I think
Reed?
she's shipping you guys together. She's like, huh? What about my mom? You two would make a nice couple.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste.
Yep,
Even when
absolutely.
there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true.
That's entirely
I
true.
remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the
Blah, blah,
selfish
blah.
and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right.
Nah.
But society
Exactly,
must
she gets it.
reform and renew itself, or we are all done
Charity is not a replacement for a functioning society.
What are you doing out here?
for. You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the
Yeah,
same
that's right.
question of a man?
Lady
Actually,
Ashbury
yes.
raised her daughter
I
well.
ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age
Hell
of 30
yes.
years when men can vote at 21?
Yeah, that makes no goddamn sense. So,
Are
tell me
you
all
a
about it.
suffragette then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to
It's-
convince me.
yeah, exactly.
Miss Charlotte. I have shared your
Exactly,
opinion for a long
Nicholas.
time.
I am 100%.
Even
you know.
before I met
Charity
Emily
is a
and
way
Kirsty.
for the rich
Oh.
to
Now I see why my mother appreciates you
Appear-
so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in
not
the
to like
vicinity.
repeat it, but like they want to appear charitable and kind. But really, it's not a substitute for proper taxation.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive
Yeah.
they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Hell yeah.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this
The Ashburys
She's my
are
best friend and a suffragette too.
on
She
the
was supposed to
the
campaign
right
with
side.
me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Emily? Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily
Hmm.
started to believe in,
Ooh.
well,
Maybe
she
you want to
got
steer her away
interested
from that.
in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning,
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
think I should try to find your friend.
Absolutely,
that
Sammy.
would be top notch.
Jonathan might be an idiot,
idiot,
but he is an idiot with the best of intentions.
And please don't tell my mother.
Okay. You know, I feel a camaraderie in not letting Lady Ashbury know everything.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Ooh. Well, how did you meet?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the
Okay.
institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did
Okay.
you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16.
I'm sure you had your
Though
suspicion.
I
Yeah,
suspected
exactly.
the truth for a
Come
long
on.
time before that.
You're a smart woman.
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has
Yeah,
taken
that's
care
right.
of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's
Yep.
mansion, but I have my own house now.
Nice.
I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Interesting that you have not even maybe like approached the idea of your mom converting you, but you know.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker.
You know, tall, dark, handsome.
I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am?
Nah, she's
What
been
your
living with a
mother
vampire
is.
her whole
Why
life,
should
basically.
it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
I'm gonna say no. No.
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature
Oh,
as
yeah.
well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe
Yeah, she
thinks
is
the same
a
about
very
you,
special
Dr.
vampire.
Reed.
Oh yeah. You know, the second she met Jonathan, she's like, "Yo, Charlotte, let me give you some details on this gentleman I have met." Yeah, of course her mind is level 5. I'm surprised it's not higher. Ah, and that's actually a very good question. Why would a mortal be adopted by a vampire?
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't.
I kind of wish
Each
that
time I
every
ask her
time that you
question,
attempted this on
she
her, it would
smiles
fail.
and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me.
Yeah, you know, she's been alive for a
So,
long
Where are
time.
they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
All right, well, that's all we can do with her at the moment. A
Goodbye,
pleasure
Charlotte.
meeting you, Charlotte.
Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see
Oh yeah,
her before
I mean,
me.
we saw her like 10 minutes ago.
She's coming to your house.
Ah, this is what I was looking for. How's it going, buddy?
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you.
Look
I'm
at
a
this
I never judge a man by his title, but by
motherfucker with his
attitude.
monocle.
And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Dr.
I want to just knock that
Jonathan
monocle
Reed.
off his face.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Yeah, that's like a wild thought. It's like, imagine if
Do you need medical
your
help?
parents
There is
forever
no need for
looked
that, my good
younger than you. Or
But
like, you
I
know,
appreciate
at
your
one point you
concern.
look the same age as your parents. Like, that would be a wild experience. I mean, I know I would ask to be turned into a vampire, but you know, whether or not they would do it, I guess, is the question. Yeah, tell me about the neighborhood.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
What?
Are you not concerned about the
Or,
epidemic?
you know,
Oh,
the
I'm sure the
brawls that are
authorities would
happening?
take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
Oh, this guy is an idiot. Ooh. I'm gonna go with don't be naive.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation
Yeah.
here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a
No.
bit? For the thrill of it?
God damn it. I mean, I guess every era has these people, right?
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
I love how it's such a subtle thing, but talking to like the citizens in this district, they have such, let's say, banal conversations. Nothing that what they want to talk about is real or, you know, empathetic. It's just like the most bland, milquetoast, like nothing conversations. And it just goes to like, their lives are so meaningless.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
I'm surprised you're not already a vampire.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes
Yes.
when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals.
I mean, I guess the probably the closest is maybe like blood sausage.
Share the address.
All right.
Is it not a little too
Yeah,
late to be
why are you
On the
open?
contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
This guy sounds a little bit like Mark Hamill. Like a little like jokery Mark Hamill.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids?
This guy seems
All the
oblivious as
random
hell.
violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
Oh, that's really interesting. A couple of our friends have very young parents, but like not so much that like, you know, they look the same age or anything, but it's very interesting having those very different, you know, experiences growing up.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night
yes,
always
the
has a
je ne
certain
sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi of its own.
All right. So we unlocked. Oh, do you have any
Do you
family
have
nearby?
any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people aren't focused on that right now, but yeah.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic.
Okay.
And I kept it.
And why don't you like run a restaurant or something? Like, why are you running a store?
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid
not
the
a
real hedonist
complete
has to be
weirdo.
sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Like, this is the kind of guy who would be like a cannibal, for sure. Like, he's got Hannibal
I
Lecter
may
written
have
all
a look
over
at
him.
your goods, Mr. Russell.
Ah, now this is what we're looking for. All right, so we only need one of these. And we need, I guess we do need two. I mean, there's not really much else we're spending our money on. Don't need this. Oh, this is our stuff. Yeah, we don't really need any supplies. Kind of wish there was a workbench right here, but you know, can't have it all.
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
While knocking
Have you
ferociously on
noticed
the
anything
door.
suspicious recently?
I,
Good evening,
Clarence.
sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
You
I
know,
almost didn't recognize you.
a war and a vampire
War does that
vampire
to
bite
men,
will
I
do that
heard.
to you.
In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Well, what's going on with you, buddy? Actually, let's
Do you need
quickly
medical
see if he needs any
assistance,
medical.
It's a little late for visiting hours.
It's
don't you
never
think?
too late for Dr. Jonathan Reed. Ah, so he needs migraine meds. Okay, we'll be
I
back
will
with
see
that.
you later.
Yeah. When did you get back, buddy?
escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore.
I imagine that's something you just want to
I'm involved in another kind of
Okay.
battle now.
And what is this new battle?
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war.
Mm-hmm.
Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too.
Oh no.
Vampires.
A vampire? What's that? You mean like from the storybooks? No. You mean like Count Dracula?
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's been keeping us
as
busy.
well.
Medicine, medicine,
Forgive
medicine.
me, Johnny. I didn't want to sound selfish.
Okay.
How
And
is
what about your wife?
Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so
mean,
many
you are-
things have happened.
not at home with her, and you're out yelling about vampires in the streets, so
Is
I can't
everything
imagine
all right
she's
at home?
psyched.
Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France.
mean,
in
you'd
one
hope so.
piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
You know, you can reverse that and just, go home, right?
But you're alive. You returned in one piece, and you have a family. How many soldiers?
Maybe go home to them.
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the
Yep,
man I
no,
used
Jonathan,
to be.
exactly the same as you remember him. Okay.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Let's get him some migraine meds. He's healthy. He's healthy. That's the Ascalon Club, but we're not going there quite yet. Where? There was another hideout that opened up. Where did it? Oh. Calhoun, stop being such a weirdo. Yeah, this area is so beautiful. Various streetlights. All right. So I think we cleared this place out just a second ago. Yeah, we came through here, did a whole bunch of fighting. There might be a guy or two left, but want to go back, upgrade our gear, then maybe we'll make the meds, upgrade our gear, and then see how we're feeling from there. There's still so much we need to do. Our hideout is just in here. We could jump up here. Okay, well, let's go around. Our house is on the other side, unfortunately. I think we can go through here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I thought there was a way that we came in through. There we go. All right. So we need migraine med for you, and there was another, wasn't there? No, you're recovering. You're recovering. I thought there was another. I thought there was a cold. Would have swore there was. Well, at the very least, let's upgrade our weapon. All right. First things first. Oh, hell yeah. And we need 2 more, or no, we need 6 good handle parts. All right. So we'll keep an eye out for that, but at least we finally got another upgrade for this. And upgrade you. We could switch this over and increase the damage, but I do enjoy absorbing the blood points. No, let's put it on there for now. Yeah, that's good. And the last one we'll see when we get there. We might just put on the blood absorption on that to double it. Yeah, I think we'll do the blood on the end. Okay, cool. And we don't have enough tiny parts for this, right? No, we need 1 more tiny good handle, and then we're good. Okay, cool. Well, and then we also need a migraine med for our buddy. Nice. Okay. Ooh, is there anything else up here? I mean, we're already getting quite a few little side quests. The side quests I find in almost every RPG are the best parts about them. I love exploring like the little characters that develop the world. I sometimes that's to the credit of the side quests, and sometimes that's because the main story is terrible. In this game, I think the main story is interesting, and I think the side quests are to go through. versus games like Fallout 4 and Fallout 3, I think the main quests in those games are very bad. Like, they are, well, I would say they are very bad in comparison to other main story games. They're, like, acceptable, but the side quest stuff in those games are way more interesting. How's it going, Avery?
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle.
Great to see you too, buddy.
We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister.
Yeah, no, Mary, that
I know, Avery.
Yeah.
I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan?
Oh,
We needed
Avery,
you here.
it's been a wild journey for us. All right. How's
How
mother?
is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police?
I
What
don't
happened?
blame
Miss Reed
her
was
for not
found
being in the
walking
best
in the
mental
streets.
state.
She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting.
Well, she's not wrong.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere
Yeah.
sunny, like
I mean, that is
France.
actually funny enough one of like
She's always
the
been very fond of
like
France.
common medical
I
treatments
think
at the end. It's like
leaving London could
going
do her
somewhere to
good.
get
I'm
good
afraid
sea
Miss
air
Reed
and
is
sun.
too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch
Yeah.
her carefully.
And has anyone stopped by to check on her?
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of
Yeah,
Miss
Fallout
Reed
3 and 4
myself.
are,
Hospitals are
for the most
so
part, very
overwhelmed
dull
by the
main
epidemic
stories.
that they
I
can
will say the
only
exception
accept
to
patients
that
infected
is
by
Fallout New
influenza.
Vegas, which I think has a pretty good general story.
What is the situation in this part
Yeah.
of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic.
That's the thing,
The
it's going to go
situation
everywhere.
is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take
Mm-hmm.
a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take
Yeah,
care
no,
of
we read
this
the letter.
house. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews.
Hey, do you know what? We got a big
I'll
house.
stay, sir.
Invite them in. Everyone can stay here. Oh, what
I'm
about Mary's
sorry
funeral?
I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your
I mean,
support would have been
we
appreciated.
were like there.
Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's.
Yeah, that's kind of
To be
wild.
present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry.
The fact that no one would
simply could not
attend, the funeral.
I would not.
I guess also
dare
speaks to the fact
question
that,
your
the
absence,
graveyard
Mr.
was not a safe
Jonathan.
place to be.
All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
Oh, missed you too, Avery. All right. Ooh.
I found an old
Yeah, we
letter
found
written
this
by
letter.
my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his
I mean, you couldn't have
office.
given it to us before we left. You were like,
I
nah,
realize
well, he's not
now
35,
you
but he
knew
may
my
never get the
father
letter
better
because
than
he's
I
going
did.
off to the World War.
Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reed was not exactly
Ah, he seemed like a pretty
forthcoming.
secretive dude.
Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Well, we're on the case.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to
No,
go.
invite your
And I
family
promised
here,
your
Avery.
father
The house is
I'd
big.
Take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse.
There is
on this
definitely a curse
family.
on this family.
You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
Ooh. What do we want to do? Do we want to compliment him for his incredible work? Or I'll understand if you leave. I mean, both are. I wish there was like a one kind of like that combine the two, because they're kind of the same thing. Like, I want to say you've done an incredible job, but you don't have to stay here if you don't want to. We'll carry out the rest of the bill. Like, we'll pay you for your incredible work, but Ooh. I mean, I would understand if he left.
Considering the recent tragedies in this family, I'd understand if you want to leave or decide to serve another house.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral.
Okay.
If I die before
I mean,
the end of
absolutely,
the
Avery.
epidemic. No mass grave.
Absolutely not.
Please, sir.
Ooh. Do you think...
You
Ooh,
really
now this is a
think I
tough
don't
question.
Take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say.
Yeah, come on, spit it out.
Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna say my home is here. You know, we will definitely come back. There are other things that obviously are gonna be a part of our lives now that we're a vampire, goddammit. But
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here.
yeah,
radical
maybe like a
That's
refurnishing
good
of the basement?
Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
Maybe some, you know, better blinds for the windows. All right, so there's still one more hint that we can get from him.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan, but please return as soon as possible.
I mean, I'll try, Avery. I don't know if you know this, but, you know, shit is buck wild outside.